What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of The Hardy Boys. Wait, that's not who I'm talking about here. Even though I am a huge fan of Jeff and Matt and their Swanton bomb. Okay, let's try this again. Here's my review of Hulu's new series, The Hardy Boys. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Hulu for granting me the screener to the entire 13 episodes of this new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this video review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. The Hardy Boys is a property that's been around since the 1920s with their pulp detective magazines and stuff, and there had been several adaptations over the years, including the one in the 90s, which I kinda missed out on. Here's the thing, some folks might get stoked when they hear Nancy Drew or the Hardy Boys. To them, it's kinda like a brand name, sort of like Nike or Adidas. I personally don't have that strong of a connection with it. So what do I think of this latest version from Hulu? Well, the way that I would describe it is it's kind of like Stranger Things meets Riverdale. No doubt with the whole retro and bicycle vibe, this show is hoping that Stranger Things retro popularity can somehow rub off on them too. The Hardy Boys starts out intriguing enough. There are sufficient questions that would excite your curiosity. The problem is the writers should have kept the story more condensed. Instead of stretching it out to 13 episodes, conversations that don't pertain to the case at hand are just straight up boring. And then there's this teen romance triangle drama in the middle of all that just doesn't work. It's like a puzzle piece that's out of place. After a family tragedy strikes, Frank Hardy and his brother Joe are forced to move from the big city to their parents' hometown of Bridgeport for the summer. Staying with their Aunt Trudy, Frank and Joe's quiet summer quickly comes to a halt when they discover that their dad, Detective Fenton Hardy, has taken on a secret investigation. Realizing that their dad may be onto something, the boys take it upon themselves to start an investigation of their own, and suddenly everyone in town is a suspect. Starring Rowan Campbell, Alexander Elliott, James Tupper, Kiana Lynn Bastidas, Linda Thorson, Bia Santos, Adam Swain, Atticus Mitchell, Riley O'Donnell, Christian Perry, Rachel Drance, and Stephen R. Hart. But for reals though, I think we have a pretty interesting cast ensemble here. The actors are young and vibrant and committed, especially the two leads who play Joe and Frank. The minute they catch a clue, they are like a dog with a bone. It'll be hard to convince them to drop it or let it go. I do like the fact that Joe and Frank are not always on the same page. Sometimes their own self-interest or their inability to be patient backfires, which is reasonable since these are kids or teenagers anyway, often driven by emotions rather than logic. So it takes a bit of time for the Hardy Boys to eventually be a team, and that includes their friends, the supporting characters who tag along for no other reason than because they don't want to feel left out. As for the conspiracy or the mystery itself, to be honest, it's actually not that complicated at all. I think if you've read enough Dan Brown books, You can see the twists and turns coming a mile away. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to crack it wide open with every secret door and every secret tunnel and every secret compartment. The show doesn't offer anything that we had not already seen before, but the execution of it and the way that those things are revealed will fascinate you at the very least. But again, just as I implied earlier, the show could have done more to get the ball rolling. Too many times, it either doesn't know how to build on its own momentum, or the sense of urgency falls by the wayside. I won't say more because I want to keep this video review spoiler free, but I'll end on this. If halfway through this season, you kind of decide to give up on it, I don't blame you at all. This show could have been more tense. It could have been more go, 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 but that's not what you get here. So because of that, the Hardy Boys will probably receive mixed responses as opposed to a sweeping adoration.